Greetings, fellow travelers. RagnaroK here with another return to the Warhammer 2 universe of Total War. And today we're going to be playing as Balthasar Gelt in the Golden Order. That's a new faction that has emerged since the last time we played. And I just quickly went into the game just to see what had happened in my absence, and there's a lot of things going on now. It seems like there has been a lot of changes to the Empire regarding the elector counts and all that kind of stuff. It looks really good. Really good. I don't really fully comprehend it yet, as I only looked at it for a few turns, but it looks really good what they did to the Empire. And a lot of new factions have been added to, especially the old world. I don't really know about the new world yet, but the old world have seen a lot of new settlements. And we have green skins around the Empire factions now. We have elves. We even have lizards up here, I believe. The new dude. The big crocodile. Where is he? Right there. This cool guy. Look at this, Albion. So he's right above Britonia. That's kind of cool. But yeah, a lot of new stuff has come into play. I like this guy. He's super cool and awesome. Gonna play him soon as well. But for now, I wanna try out Balthasar Gelt, as he was one of my old favorites, and I really like the idea that he has received his own faction. But as we can see, it's still the same buffs, which were good beforehand. 10 armor for all units, and his own army, I believe. Plus the battle wizards, the upkeep, all that stuff. Winds of magic, missile damage, plus 10 for artillery units for the Lord's army. I don't recall that. That might actually be new. I can't recall it actually. We have plus 2 for the wizard rank faction wide. That's pretty damn good. Still the same initial dudes to begin with. So now we have Imperial Authority, develop authority within the Empire by engaging in internal politics and quelling problems to enforce confederation, vassalage, or war. That is super awesome for what I've seen from the first few turns. That now you don't have to try and confederate the other Empire factions, which can be a pain in the buttocks. You actually have a mechanic for it now, a specific mechanic for the Empire factions, and it's really cool. We're going to look more into that as we start playing. Then we have summon the elector count, secure the fealty of the Empire's lords to govern or take over by force, assigning new, more loyal elector counts. So apparently every Empire... Hello, kitty. So apparently every Empire faction now has its own elector count, like Balthasar Gelt is the count of the Golden Order. I still have to get used to these new faction names. And apparently we can do stuff to get more fealty with the other Empire factions, and as far as I understand it, they will evidently offer vassalage or the option to be confederated into your own empire, which is really cool. And then it says well-rounded unit roster with a wide range of magical lords and war machine. There's a couple of new units as well. I think they're linked to this new guy. We'll play him at some point, but yeah, you can see some of them here. So we'll take a closer look at those in the game. But we're going to play as Balthasar Gelt. He is currently the most powerful spellcaster within the Empire, as far as I understand some of the lore. I'm not super deep into the lore. I just quickly checked it a little bit. And apparently there's 2 versions of why he's wearing this golden mask. And one is he was severely burned in the duel against the Bright Wizard or something like that, the current Patriarch. And yeah, Gelt won, but he was so severely burnt that he made this mask. And what was the other one? I believe there's another version where he's experimenting with alchemy and stuff like that, as he likes to transmute lead into gold and other stuff like that. and there's a big accident where he turns his head into gold or something similar to that. I can't really remember the entire thing I read, but he seems like a pretty cool guy. He's the youngest dude to rise to the patriarchal role, which is the I believe the highest ranking advisor to Emperor of France. But also he put the Golden Order, the Metal Order, as the highest one instead of the Bright Wizards, which were fire. And they rule for a long time, so it's pretty interesting. Anyways, he's a pretty damn cool guy. Got some interesting magic, and he used to have a really good skill tree, but they overhauled all of that as well, so we're going to see how that pans out. But I am really happy to return to this game. It just keeps getting bigger and better and better and better, and I really enjoy it. So good. Initially, I needed mods to make it really interesting, but right now it's actually getting to a point where it's super interesting. So without further ado, let's jump into it and try out this new Balthasar Gelt campaign for the very first time. Interesting starting position as well. The powerful gold wizard Balthasar Gelt has been sent to the southern border by the newly crowned emperor called France. Although he has recently fought greenskins around Altdorf, a further greenskin threat has emerged to the south in the old ruined province of Solent. The Golden Order will continue to show superiority over its peers while France strengthens his position in court. Gelt plans to stabilize the empire through might and magic. Very interesting. Let's see. So they added new settlements and stuff like that because we are positioned at the old Fildorf settlement position, if I'm not totally mistaken.
Hail to you, Lord Balthasar. The Emperor invokes you to defend the Empire's southernmost borders, for this is a place under great threat, in need of your great power. The green-skinned scourge already have a foothold here, overrunning the former trading town of Steingart,
New settlement.
and threatening to expand northwards. Across the dwarf-delved Black Mountains, a brutish horde of savage orcs prepares to enter the southern pass. A prime opportunity to test the newly built fortifications at Fort Sol. Meanwhile, the states of the Empire constantly jostle for recognition in an uneasy coexistence. Karl Franz seeks to strengthen his position by dealing with threats to his court. At the fringes of the Empire, however, there is no time for petty political squabbling. Few men wield more powerful magic than you, Supreme Patriarch. Show your enemies the true extent of your arcane might.
Imperial authority and prestige. The Empire is known for its elected counts and internal politics that leave it in a permanent state of unrest and constant war. However, increasing your prestige and ultimately your imperial authority will bring stability. Acquire prestige through noble actions such as expansion, victory in battle, and constructing grand buildings. Then use it to deal with incidents and solve dilemmas from which your authority will grow, improving fealty among the elected counts. Additionally, prestige can also be spent on electoral machinations, which enable you to manipulate diplomatic relations within the Empire. Each state of the Empire is governed by an elected count. Securing their fealty is key to unifying the Empire through confederation. Some, though, will not be easily convinced and will require much persuasion through aid or military force. Once a state's capital is under your control, you may keep the residing elected count or elect a new one. Each provide a host of new benefits, such as granting a specific Runefang sword and unique units.
Your burgeoning realm grows, Your Eminence, yet many evils still abound in this world. The Empire remains divided, and marauding greenskins still threaten your lands. Further afield, There are rumors of a dark force rising in the east, spreading the taint of undeath. You must remain vigilant.
Alright, so the initial one is a bit different, I believe. Normally it's 2 settlements, now it's 4. That's pretty cool. So you have more time to actually get the bonus missions. It gives a little more life to the whole chapter objective stuff. Manifold greenskins mass at the Empire's southern borders. Their presence is a grave threat to Imperial settlements in the region, so Balthasar Gelt has been tasked with ensuring the Emperor's enemies cannot force their way into his territory. Reward 2 grand. So let's begin with the elect accounts. Oh shit. Oh, that's kind of cool. So Manfred is an elect account? I didn't know that. That's pretty damn sick. That's really badass. If you can Confederate Manfred, imagine that. Oh.
What?
Oh, he is under lock and key though. The others are not. That's kind of weird. This faction does not show fealty to the Empire. Oh, then why is he here? Well, I guess it's the region. So we have to get the region to get the special regiment, Knights of More. Stolberg's letter. Ooh. Leadership against Vampire Counts, Vampire Coast, and Tomb Kings. Yeah. Untainted +5. It's so. Double experience gain for units fighting against Vampire Counts, Coast, Tomb Kings. Immune to psychology. I guess it's decent. Nothing amazing though. Can't really tell letter, so where does that go? It's a trinket. Lexicon of Sylvania. Causes fear and terror. That's pretty good. Well, it's really good. Upkeep -5% for Imperial supply units. All armies faction. Okay. So there's a lot of cool stuff. You can see it's different from everyone, so it's pretty badass. You could actually go for certain factions that holds stuff that you really want early on, like this one. This is badass. Stonebreaker. Weapon strength, melee attack. Talabecklin Runefang. +44 melee attacks. Sundered armor for 10 seconds. That's really good.
The Empire.
The Orc Hewer. The Sterling Runefang. Affects allies in range +9 melee attack. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So that's Sterling. So that'll be... No, wait. Oh, yes, it is. So Sterling would be pretty good to get since we're fighting greenskins to begin with. It's not the best for sure. Mother's Ruin. Got a little kitten here. That's a major debuff for the enemy unit. By using Mother's Ruin, you can definitely turn an enemy lord into a wet noodle when he's fighting. Or she. That's pretty cool. Bloodbringer. Yeah. Maybe for running down stuff. Dragon Tooth. 40 meters, but it's pretty damn good. Magical attacks, public order. It has a lot of cool stuff. Starts right. Obviously a money-based one. It would be really badass to have this one. Not the mouse, kitty, not the mouse. Combining this, if you captured the Bretonian settlements early on, this would be pretty badass to hold, money-wise.
Who calls?
Crow Feeder. A little spell casting, that's pretty cool. Goblin Bane. Why he's so far away? Affects enemies in range, melee defense, and the armor. Holy shit. Oof. The Hochland one is pretty damn good. We should probably try and get the Hochlanders into the fold, but it's only 6 fealty. Fealty is the measure of how strongly an elector believes in the cause of the Empire. Reaching a maximum fealty of 10 will result in the elector offering the confederation of that faction, whereas an elector whose fealty reaches 0 will attempt to secede from the Empire. So we need 4 fealty to get this stuff. Okay, Hulkland is pretty damn badass. Campaign line of sight for armies, yes, thank you. Campaign movement range plus 10 for armies, all armies faction wide, yes, thank you. Upkeep, faction wide, that's a pretty standard one. He's pretty badass, especially with this one. It's called the Goblin Bane, but it isn't goblins only. Keep that in mind. It says affects enemies in range with the major debuff.
The Empire.
Leg biter. Ooh, replenish hit points of combatants. Only himself. It's pretty badass too.
So.
Brain wounder. Oof.
Who calls?
Troll. These items are badass.
It is night. So.
So we got some stuff to work on here. Then we have the electoral machinations. This is basically the same function as when you play the High Elves, maybe some other factions as well, where you can improve and decrease relations between factions. It doesn't have to be you. You can sow discontent between other factions as well. And it's plus 25 and negative 25 as far as I remember. Relations is the only thing, but that can be handy too. So you can gain fealty, positive imperial authority, technology, allowed expansion, reinstated electicon, defended settlements, high relations, political events, return settlements, base fealty, and lose as well. So I believe all of the fealty is gained through dilemmas, or these random events, because I tried for a few turns and had an event where I had to decide whether or not I wanted to help Nordland, I think, defend against a rebel greenskin stack, and that gave me a fealty. So you can't really boost it to get it early on as far as I recall. So now we have the authority thing as well. We definitely recall this from a lot of different factions with a lot of different bonuses as well. Like food for the Skaven and so on. And that's one positive one. Electicon fealty increased chance 5% each turn for each electicon. So every turn we have a 5% chance of getting a fealty. That's really low, so don't count too much on it. But then again, we've seen with the Skaven how fast 5% can be the entire world when doing... Oh, don't press buttons. Don't press buttons. When you do the Undercities. Growth plus 3, all permanent tax rates plus 5%. Tax rate is pretty decent. Growth is barely noticeable, but positive is better than anything. Imperial authority is a measure of how the other electicons within the Empire view your faction. Low Imperial authority will not only cause you to lose the confidence of your subjects, but may eventually lead to the other electicons deciding to oust you. I haven't really figured this one out, but I only imagine it has to be a good thing. Right now it's stagnant, so we lose 5 growth per turn. That's pretty bad. So hopefully we get one pretty early. And also it's pretty nice that you can actually see the other stuff. Sadly, null, which we definitely need for the cannons and stuff, are really low. So that sucks. New settlement, Dottenbach. Look at this, Fort Saul. This is so cool. So like we have the gates on the Ulthuan Peninsula, whatever it's called, the Elven Peninsula, where we have these big Elven gates, Eagle Gate, whatever they're called, all these elf ones. They actually added Fort Sol, which is the same. And as far as I can tell from the red border here, you cannot cross without fighting it, so that's really badass. And just as the Elven versions, it gets better, bigger and better. More units and clockwork bombs, whatever that is, sounds cool. Probably some pretty nasty projectiles. I don't know what the first one is, but then we get bullets, and then we get cannonballs, and then we get the clockworks. And a fuck ton of badass units. Winter's Teeth Pass. So that's super cool, blocking this stuff. And I actually like that they have halted the dwarfs mega expansion a little bit by turning the Karakern dwarfs down into the smaller settlement, sitting there and giving the gobos, the big ones here, and they have grabbed Steingard from us. There's Krogenheim, Mordheim, Nagenhof, Kappelburg. There's so many new settlements. Look at this, the Black Pit and Wrecker's Point right up here in this area that was a vast desolate place before. That's really cool, adding some more stuff in there. And then our Mao. And when I checked this out, there was actually an Elven faction in here or something like that. Here, I think it's here. An Elven faction. So that's cool as well. Midden Stag. I just really like all this new stuff. Oh, Uberschreik. Holy shit. Altdorf. Oh wait, oh yes. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's perfect. I always wanted Helmgard to be a fortress. Oh, that's so good. They finally closed off all the passes, I guess. Because I noticed this as well, Fort Bergris or whatever. Marienburg Fort. Oh, this is so good. This is so good, man. Finally closing off all these with massive battles. That is so cool. Always wanted that. Really like it. And the famous town of Uberschreik. Ah, this is so good. You can really close off this area if you capture all that. And they added... What is this? Amau? Then apparently we got the lizards over here, so that's cool too. The big crocodile dude. Yeah, I think there's some cool surprises like that throughout the map, so I'm really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to it. But first of all, since we can't tax it and gain anything else by it, so let's do the trade and growth. Because apparently Fildorf has this special wine market with a whopping 40 barrels, income 300, all this stuff. So we can make this into some kind of a trade region. I don't really want to upgrade the training field. It's a tier 3. I kind of want to move it out here to Steingard and accompany it with the armory. Maybe. At least to begin with, I think. So we have great swords, right? Yeah, great swords and armory out there, and then a gate. And then we make economy stuff at the main settlement, and hopefully we start getting other settlements.
You summon me.
So here we have the Electicount special units. It's more or less standard units with different names, and as you can see, very small buffs compared to the regular ones. So they're not super amazing, but it's still nice to have some easy to gain or fast to gain units like Regiments of Renown. If that stuff, technology tree is also very different. Growth and public order. I think we grab that one straight off the bat here. Get that growth going, as I always love to do. got all that stuff. Objectives. Chapters, so 4 different settlements. Maintain 20 units. Reach rank 5 at Balthasar Gelt. Destroy Black Venom. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it should be possible. Complete 2 missions. And have at least 200 prestige. So I think we could do most of these since they up this to 4 settlements. I don't know if that's specifically for Balthasar, but it's pretty damn cool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grand in total. For pretty easy stuff. Victory conditions, short. So we have to do a vassal and military allies with all the Empire factions. Reclaim Sylvania, east and west. Destroy Greenskins and Crooked Moon. And of course the Chaos. We got a pretty long campaign ahead of us. At least I would imagine that. Just quickly fixing the cameras. Let's have a little look-see at the diplomacy.
Yes? Approach and make your offer.
We cannot.
Nothing yet.
What? Approach and make your offer.
Not in my name. So?
Greetings on behalf of the
Absolutely not. Who calls?
I will listen.
A fool's action. The Empire.
Approach and make your offer.
No.
Maybe I should fight some Greenskins first.
Sigma's will. Approach and make your offer. A weak order.
This action doesn't. The Celestial College in rights.
I got at least the Empire.
I stand in these dark times. We should stand together.
What if I join you against Broken Nose? Probably won't see those.
Oran.
Nice. Skull Takers. Alright. Got a decent Skull Taker army right at Fort Soul.
I am ready.
We could defend that, but then we'd be filed off open. And I think it's pretty obvious we have to fight Mr. Grotzlik here.
Who calls?
Gain some early experience. Oh. Grudge Settler. Cool. That's actually our weapon. I really like how they mix up all the factions. So you have a bit of everything. I still remember in the early days where just 2 or 3 factions would always steamroll the entire map. That doesn't really seem to happen anymore, so it's really awesome. I enjoy that a lot.
Great swords! Show us the foe!
And just a pure mix that makes sure that you actually meet almost every type of enemy now. That's also some of the best about this new stuff, I think.
Outriders!
And I think they've done a lot to the units as well. I feel like the mortars slower than usual. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, and I noticed that this.
Yes.
I only played against this little dude when I tried out. But the enemy lords are just spamming shit now. That is so freaking awesome. I love it. This little dude here, he just guns at Gelt and the army all the time. It is so good, in my opinion. Normally you wouldn't see that much spell casting, but now you just see a F-ton of it. It actually took me a little bit by surprise when I tried it out. because he was really just gunning at Gelt all the time. So awesome.
Crossbowman! I am supreme!
So that's definitely a nice new addition to everything.
Feel my ire.
I want to try and get rid of as many as possible without destroying or spending my own dudes, but this guy, we might need the great swords to deal with him.
Great swords!
I actually think we'll release them to deal with that, instead of having the smaller dudes fight it.
Ready for war!
Ready for war!
Full and stop!
Gelt will be pretty low, but we should be somewhat fine. At least I hope so.
At speed! Take position! Sigma!
Take the ground!
We need to charge here.
Mortar! Pick your target!
Gelt is actually breaking. That was not a part of my plan.
Sigma, command!
We are Sigma!
Oh, is he making it? He's making it.
Find the enemy!
Right, go, Moraz!
Ah, he's breaking, but he's not dying at least.
Ready for war! Sigma! Outriders!
I have to admit, it didn't really go according to plan.
Shoot them!
Bow before me! Taste gold magic!
Empire endure!
Oh, my opponent here.
Go! We are Sigma!
Okay, great swords, you need to deal with him.
Outriders!
Force goblin spiders, that's okay. Archer's gone.
All ranks fire!
Let's get rid of some of the goblin regiments.
We are Sigma bears! Great swords!
Moving faster!
Reduce his armor.
They'll never move again!
Got 14 there, I believe they should survive. I'm not entirely sure though.
General! Engage!
Thing is, I want to fight the army again. 12.
Swordsman!
For Heldenhammer!
So that we get a lot of experience as per usual.
For the Emperor!
9 and 5. Let's get these. Skins wise, it looks pretty good. Balthasar got a bit wounded, but he should be fine.
No lingering!
Go!
To battle! Moving now!
I think we killed the army, maybe except the forest spiders, and then we got this guy again. I would have preferred to keep a regiment alive and then kill this guy off, so he can't use some spells at us next turn. Well, not next turn, but when we engage into battle with him again soon. But it works out, it works out. Still get our double battle and double experience. The forest spiders actually made it. Pretty happy about that. 28 is pretty decent. Want to keep the numbers high. I don't think we can get down to for soul, whatever it's called, and defend it in time. The rampaging horde or whatever is down there, we'll just move straight into it. Let's see if we're blessed with anything. Nope, no items. My first one, my trial thing, I got a blue armor with 10 ward save and 10 something else. And then the secondary battle against this guy, I got a green arcane scepter with a boulder drop. So I got 2 fantastic items from fighting this little dude. And this is probably one of these playthroughs where we won't get anything. Oh, okay. I'll take an apprentice wizard. That's pretty damn awesome. 20 plus wins of matching. That's insane.
I am the supreme
That is definitely equally as good as a item. An item. I'll take the campaign, and then I'll probably take the recruitment, even though it's only 15%, and all of these are kind of a waste in my opinion. But I'll take the recruitment and 1 into the Unchained, so we get Lightning Strike and Logistician, the replenishment. And then we can get the Headhunter, so we get +2 for all units. I believe Balthasar Gelt initially had some other plus recruitment stuff, but they seem to be technologies now that you research, but we still get +2 out there, and then there's some other stuff as well. So he will probably be our main recruiter as he used to in the older times. So that's why I'm picking this. I don't really feel like wasting this to public order. We will be moving around a lot. Attrition is also an option. Like 15%, it's so little. It's basically 15 gold out of every 100 gold. That's stupid low. But I also believe Warhammer Rich Hunters. There's definitely stuff in here I haven't checked out, but there's more global recruitment, Lord recruit rank. Yeah, here's another one. Let's discount 15% for infantry unit. Then you always have the thing about, is that then 30% of the full one, or 15% of the initial one, and then another 15 of the lesser value? But it's definitely a good one since we get +2 for infantry, but that's only infantry. The other one is all of them. But it wouldn't surprise me if there's some other stuff in here once we get through it. Well, yeah, we got this diplomatic corps. That's similar to the elf stuff or something like that. At least some of the other factions where you have some super nemesis dudes. Cry building city. Fealty threshold at which faction will trigger the wars and secessions, -1. The Runefang Pact requires buildings Altdorf City. Fealty of all Electricans faction +1. Yeah, I kind of imagine that not Balthasar, but France, he will probably get fealty way faster than us. The +8 here looks pretty good though. 7. Only 3. We got 6 with Hochland. I really want Hochland. Oh, now we can see it. Laurelorn Forest. Imagine that to be what else? Just super awesome. I hope they did something to the Beastmen as well. Those are one of the factions I feel so sad about. They seem so weak no matter what they do. It's kind of sad.
Are you? By the comet.
I think they also fixed the thing that you can't defeat AI armies more than twice any longer. Sometimes before or earlier in the game stage, you were able to attack it again and again and again, despite of it being defeated several times per turn, and really grind out some serious experience. But I believe they have capped it at 2 now, like the player ourselves. So they can't do that anymore. I don't think we have to do much here. get down there and greet them. Get rid of the forest ones. Pew pew, pew pew. That's a lot of pew pew. Remove his armor, let him die quicker. So normally I would stop here because then he breaks and the battle is over. And then I would actually end the battle. It's kind of bad, but I want to test it out. He probably just dies and the army is gone. Thing is, if we continue here, we get a bit more experience for our regiments. They get more experience the more they hit the guy. Plus, if we actually get him, we get a bit more money, like 500 gold more or something. By doing this, he might survive. We can hit him again. But I imagine they fixed that now, and he will just die and we'll lose out on the money and the experience because he's left alive. But we'll see if they did something about that as well. It's not the biggest loss in the world, but early gold is always a good thing. And 500 gold actually goes a long way. That's an extra regiment or two. Let's check the goal first. So definitely not rewarded for leaving him alive. I'm not a fan of that one. At least we got the experience, but sadly we didn't get any of the gold from that. Actually gets less treasury as well. We would probably gain double here. And he died, so they fixed that.
I am a supreme patriarch.
So now I really feel like I should have killed him, but that's how it goes. Even though there's a lot of good bonuses in here, they seem a little bit they're not as easy to pick as before in my opinion. Well, Honest Steel is always a good one, but I don't think we need that right now. I think we'll go for the Lightning Strike and the replenishment rate for now, so we can keep fighting. The attrition one, we could be going into Vampire Filth, and we could be going through mountains. But 15 attrition, it's kind of sucky like this. Cleanse the lands. There's a lot of corruption things. We have Chaos Corruption, we got Skaven Corruption, Vampire Corruption. You know what? Screw this entire thing. I actually think we, yeah, let's go 3 Untamed and 1 Public Order. That will absolutely not benefit us at all for a long time.
Let us begin.
I kind of want to move down here to defend Fort Saul. But since I did play 5 turns or so, I know they will go straight into that, and I managed to win it. It didn't feel too close, a little bit, but not too close, so hopefully I can do that again. So I think this time, I should probably go over here, because going up here, maybe we should have. It's just they keep making lords here, and they just spew out like 6 units at a time or something, so we can't really fight it. It will take us 2 turns at least to get to RagnaroK. It's just so weak at this point.
You summon me.
Let's see, I want a sword and a pike and 2 of these guys. I think this time we just straight up. I say it this time because I didn't take it the last time. I went down to try and see if I could get to defend Fort Saul immediately, but I forgot that gatehouses can't be attacked straight up. You don't have to siege them. So I think this time I go straight for Steingard, grab that and get the growth going a little earlier. We could probably close in some more non-aggression packs now that we have fought a little bit. But let's give it a turn to cook and soup in some more. Plus we got Steingart and we got some extra goodwill coming from this battle. If you lose it, it's pretty much a replay, I feel like. Sterling and von Karstein, that's good, so they're occupied with each other. Clan Nor, look at all these new banners, it's so awesome. Black Venom and Evelyn, interesting. That could actually benefit us. Oh, and the Carrick Hearns join in. Okay, okay. Not sure they will do anything, but it would be good if they did. Alright, so we got a lot of badass dudes to fight here, but we got a pretty decent squad as well. Battle of Fort Saul. So happy with the forts implemented. I gotta say, a lot of people complain about the DLCs. I'm not the biggest fan of DLC either. But when they add so much extra stuff around the DLC that it actually feels like a new game, thank you, Creative Assembly, for that. Really enjoy that. I'd say the only DLC I really hate is the Blood and Gore. That shit should be implemented straight on. Other ones are kind of fine when they do such major stuff for the actual campaign. Just imagine the raw Warhammer 2 game. It had like less than half of what it is right now. That's actually insane. I don't recall many other games changing that much. So that's really cool, in my opinion. Why did it? Didn't the dude? Didn't I see him? Oh yeah, there he is. Definitely need the great swords to greet this little bastard. Plus the Empire Captain. We need to bash his head in pretty quickly. Savage, savage. Some crossbows here. Sword. Definitely need sword here. Sword here. Another crossbow, I guess. This one doesn't really have any firing arch. That's applicable to anything. Definitely don't want the Orc boys to get in. Let's close that gap. Mortars are amazing for wall defenses. Feels like we got a big blob here. Let's put it on this nice high ridge. There you go. So they can almost... Oh, they can actually reach. That's pretty cool.
Crossbows ready, General!
Then we have two responsive ones. I probably don't want to shoot the great swords in the back. We could put them here. I'm pretty sure they will climb that. Let's see. So if we keep them as a responsive unit, yeah, they should be able to arch up there and shoot stuff like that, I believe. Well, we can try, but as far as I recall from dwarves and shit, they can't really shoot too much from here. So we'll pull them down if it goes totally bad. We'll see in a second here. Okay, they actually shoot. They actually shoot. Respect. So let's not shoot the Orc boys, that's a waste. Since they'll run into the spears anyways, let's get rid of these savage ones. Actually, I'm not a big fan of the archers. Yeah, so the big boy is coming here with 2 regiments, so good thing we have the great swords and the captain. Probably need these swordsmen as well. They're not really going for it, so let's get the swords over there. Crossbows are doing fine. They're still shooting a fuck ton of off-bow boys. That's a waste. At least these guys are shooting too. This is good though. They're shooting the savage orcs. I like that. Cannot reach that. Please shoot them. Okay, so we need great swords and Empire Captain. Sad thing is we have to keep picking him and doing this because every time he's hit by these archers he will turn his attention away and sing these guys. We will be pummeled here, so we might need to redirect the water crew. But they're already aiming at this. That's pretty damn perfect. Couldn't ask for more. Okay, right now you guys are not doing too well. Let's try and get them over here and shoot these in the back. A little bit annoying, but we have to do it like that. Now we're just shooting those. That's decent. Can you hit that shit? I think they're kind of locked in on that or something. Maybe that. Maybe down here. It's down here. That's why they're not shooting. Shoot these then. Shoot something. Mine is nearly defeated. There's a broken. That's really good. Thing is, can we kill him? Kind of need the kill to actually break them.
Listen up!
Just fight now.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Go.
Great swords! Now!
Great swords are getting pummeled a little bit, but we're about to break these.
Crossbowmen!
He can still rally though, so hopefully these crossbows will actually bring him down. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, one more volley. And that should really hurt their morale here. Come on. Get him. Oh, don't let him run, please.
Ready for war! By Galmaraz!
I'm spending a lot of attention on this. It's pretty damn important. There you go. Whew. Good shit.
Finding range, sir!
It's my water crew. I have to bomb this shit.
For Heldenhammer!
Guess they can give them a single volley or something.
Crossbowman!
No? Okay.
For the twin-tailed comet!
Well, they are broken. Nice. That definitely went a lot better than my initial try of this. Pretty good, pretty good.
Steady, men! For the twin-tailed comet! Prepare for combat! The Heldenhammer! No!
See if we get a bit more kills. The more kills the better, money-wise. Oh yeah, last time the army actually died. I managed to kill the entire army. I don't think I will be able to do this time. Look at these guys. They're definitely surviving. Same with these. That could be a problem.
Kill everything! For Heldenhammer! We are Sigmar's heirs!
So we kind of have to see if they return or if they just simply die because we killed the leader. Maybe that was the golden key here. We'll see. Just allow some more to be killed. Well, if they survive, that means experience for Gelt when he's coming back. Yeah, most of them survive actually. The archers, at least 4 Savage Orc regiments, maybe even 5. But good thing is we barely lost anything. But our most important units are severely hurt though. And as far as I recall, the replenishment are pretty slow on these. Yeah, so they survive a lot of units. We'll have to see if it depends on the war boss. Oh, oh shit. Interesting. Oh no, now I recall it. Now I recall it. In my first little try, the 5-turn one, I had moved Gelt here and recruited, so he was actually able to run down this because they are in forced march. No matter, no matter. We can fight them again before they actually get some stuff going, I think. And it's more experience for Gelt in the long run, I imagine. So I guess it's all good. I don't think we have to fight this one. Bit high losses for that. We just want to occupy. We don't really want all the negative stuff. Well, all in all, I think it's actually better to do it this way because we get the growth a lot faster. He still gets experience, and now he can fight the that other horde a lot more. Get more experience. The more and easy experience, the better. So now the only thing I think about here is Migdal von Galbarak. If they'll fight Conscience-Stad. Oh, they didn't make a fortress here? It sucks. Kinda imagine this to be the black whatever thing. Like the border princess here or something. Conscience-Stad. They could at least have put some kind of fort. That's okay. So got this Steingard, then we move back over. I think we'll focus all the population surplus into Steingard first and try and fortify it up, since we have automatic gates here. These guys will probably be a problem.
Stop that!
Don't know how far away these will run, but we should be able to fortify up, start fighting them. So far so good. A little weak on the items, but got a really good follower. We should probably give diplomacy a nice little pounce again next turn. Now that we have fought several battles, a couple of greenskin factions. Yeah, if you don't want these guys to survive and have to deal with them later, definitely after destroying the Venom stack, just move down here. Then you will be able to reach them in march stance and just get rid of them. Now they're actually encamped and recruit. So that's interesting. So they are making trouble for Fort Sol, I guess. Oh wait, no, there's no public order, so that doesn't matter. Nothing to loot. So they're just sitting there being annoying. Gain access to the following resources: iron. Balthasar Gelt has always been fascinated with the purity of gold. In his eyes, no other metal can compare. He has labored long in probing its secrets, and inevitably these studies have led him towards solving the ultimate mystery of transmutation, the permanent transformation of base iron into gold. Now his search is nearing its goal, but the Supreme Patriarch requires raw materials for his research. Trade agreement with these guys will bring that for us. Whistleland, please.
I will listen, but my time is short.
A weak order.
Sadly, they're pretty damn negative. Because they do have the iron we need.
Surely an agreement will be reached.
Absolutely not. What?
I will listen, but my...
We cannot.
Yes? Greetings, my countrymen.
Not likely. Who calls?
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
Disagree with that? So?
I will listen, but my...
Not in my name.
All right. Greetings on behalf of the Empire. No, sir.
Didn't improve too much, apparently.
What? Aye. Let's hear what... No.
Okay then. Okay then. Get some growth going.
I am the Supreme Patriarch. The nation calls.
Still in the early stages. What? I don't know, we might be attacked here, but I think I want to go get over here and start fighting Mr. Maggot. Luckily enough, he's replenishing really slow. We can upgrade this next turn. Then we get knights, that's good.
You summon me. Let us begin.
They got a pretty decent front. Weak against armor. Range 90. Range 120, 20 ammunition, 18, missile damage 18, 22. Oh shit, so the archer's actually better. Interesting. Boom, boom, boom. I think I need 2 more pikes, 2 archers. Should probably get an extra one just to cap out at 20. Kind of hope they stay there. We'll see how much they bolster their rank for a single turn. If we can keep the numbers high, we might actually be able to push in on Carrick Hearn. Oh, he's gone. Maybe I should have hidden my army along the way here. That sucks a little bit.
Do not waste my potential.
See if we can get a look-see.
I am the
Not at all.
Patriarch.
Oh, let's upgrade this though.
I am ready. Are you?
Fort Soul. This allows us to get that stuff, so I should be able to break this one down, get some more growth. In 1 turn we can upgrade Steingard.
By the comet.
I think I want an extra archer. That gets 20, full health, so we're ready to fight a full stack here. Carrick still level 1, or tier 1. This will be upgraded for when they return. Seems good, seems good. A little low on cash, though, since we have that big army. I don't really think we need this big of an army. But just for the side mission. Well, actually, they have to maintain 20 for that, so I can't really get rid of them afterwards. I heard that. It seems like they have raised Granchenstadt. So Black Venom is actually over at Granchenstadt with a stack as well. That's not good for Steingart. Nope. There are a few better ways to attain political standing than getting the common man on your side. One possible way of doing this is a grand tour of the states, in which you schedule a cavalcade to travel from capital to capital, where you will address the masses on any and all matters that might concern them. Needless to say, organizing such a tour would involve calling in a lot of favors and pulling a lot of strings to achieve. So that kind of sucks. Arranged tour. So we would have gained the Imperial Authority and lost 1,000, but we're not even close to that. That kind of sucks, getting that so early. Do nothing gets plus 200. That sucks. Bit disappointing, to say the least. So those dudes are gone. They're probably coming back, but in 2 turns we're even stronger here. Don't worry about that. Luckily there's a river. Still worrying.
Yes.
$45.70. There we go.
Let us begin.
I didn't check the move actually. Oh, that's good.
I am in a
Yoink.
sect.
Let's get more growth. Let's upgrade Steingart. Ruin ourselves. We might actually also get rebels in 5 turns to grind some experience out from. Problem is I can't really fight Eric up there, because it will take us another 2 turns to get that, so he will have a full stack plus now it's tier 2. We need to get rid of that before we can move in on it. It is actually a little bit worrying that the skull smashers take us whatever got away. Because they might actually return with a vengeance all of a sudden. But the fortress is pretty damn good, and they won't get better units than they currently have. At least I don't think so. Unless they did something to those as well. Imagine if they gave them trolls or giants and stuff like that. It'd be pretty cool. They might actually do when you get further into the game. I can't really recall. Growth and public order, yes please. Oh shit, actually. Still 4 turns, that's good. And yeah, why not? Let's spend $1,000 on that.
I ain't doing that.
So he stopped recruiting. We're still hiding. I want to keep hiding. They haven't grabbed Granchenstadt, and we don't see them across the river here. We can get to it in 1 turn. There's a lot of artillery stuff. Munition and reload time, maybe? Yeah, why not? Let's try that. Yeah, so he can actually get down here. Kinda hope he will. I really can't fight him in there. I don't think so, at least. I can't force him out either. He will be reinforced from over there. Plus, I think we'll take losses from the mountains. Oh, but we would get iron, actually. I didn't even notice that. Come on down. Crap. He didn't come down, and now that's actually another dude. I wonder if he'll risk it if this guy gets something going for him. So we could move up encampment style. Then we'll have to fight all these plus whatever he recruits. He can get like 6 per turn and even more. Back in the day, I saw a 13 regiment recruitment for 1 turn.
Very well, I will do this.
How many turns? 3.
You summon me. Follow me.
Ambush, 50%. Maybe not the worst. So in camp, we get 5 melee defense. Chance of an ambush, 50-50. That's pretty low. Probably detect us straight up. I think we do the encampment. Fuck it. Let's see. Still 50.
Move.
Even in the trees. We're gambling.
End of Shamon, I will.
Almost certain they will just straight up detect us, but now at least we tried. So 16, 17 plus whatever he gets. Unless there's some other dude over here recruiting everything. It's kind of intense. What will they do? Ostermark and Tempelhof. Superpan Vampire. Ambush foiled, yeah. Figures. Alright, so pure melee. He got 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, still 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Pure melee. What is this? A wizard? I hate the hills in the middle. But we might have hills here, or maybe even fight around that. It's a lot of dudes, so we kind of need to close some gaps. That's also the small chance of him reinforcing near us, so we can get rid of him ASAP. We can also pull back. But they are pretty good in the mountains, so they can follow us all the way down, easy peasy. I don't think we gain anything from it. Let's try. This will be a really tough one. I should have stayed with my initial thought of encampment, then we would have had a slight bonus. But that's also the off chance they wouldn't have attacked, and then we would have been up against 2 stacks. We weren't lucky on the reinforcements. Slight hill to our advantage, I guess. Work around this.
Great swords! For Heldenhammer! Spearman!
Our weapons are yours!
I don't really want to be entangled, so we just do it like that.
Company! Swordsmen! Free company! Yes, sir. Spearman!
And our good old
We
kill
are
pockets.
ready! Militia! Free company!
Actually, we're fighting a bit uphill. That could become a problem when they start shooting. I tried to.
Swordsman! Great swords! Free company! Yes, sir! Swordsman!
Oh, that's a great sword all the way over there.
Free company! By Ulrich's wrath! Swordsman! Spearman! The Empire endures! Spearmen! Weapons primed, sir! Taking aim!
I really feel like the archers should be able to arch over.
We are Sigmar's heirs! The Empire endures!
Probably affects that damage as well as the others. We have a small pike. Hopefully he can protect that well enough. Crossbows and these fellas out here. Interesting. Let's see how much they spread out. Actually. Need to angle this. Even though I doubt they will move around, we'll still keep 2 here. They can also work as reinforcements, even though it's a bit barren over here. Trying to close the gap a bit better. So our advantage is definitely magic and range. Their advantage is charging.
We are Sigmar's
Let's
heirs.
see, great swords are there, so I kind of want him over there. Because I imagine this guy plus the other one will hunt him down. Goblin war boss are no joke. Looks like it's pretty good we got these two here. Let's try and angle it a bit more.
What? Moving now! Whoa!
Need a massive block. Very good.
They'll never move again.
As long as they're pulled into this is really good. Then we can flank around, shoot them in the back. I can't really comprehend this. I think we should mortar straight down if we can. Like, that's not the melee. The melee dude went into the great swords. That's about the best we can ask for. Can't debuff him. Kinda should be helping Gelt. Hope this is good enough. You guys shooting this?
Take aim!
Not super impressed by the archers and stuff.
At speed! To battle!
I think these ones are shooting good.
Crossbows ready, General!
Crossbow should be fine here.
Shalia protects us! No lingering!
This is annoying. One orc boys, otherwise we could shoot these in the back all the time. I don't really want Gelt to flee, that's bad. Keep one dude up there. Need one to reinforce.
Go!
I'm pretty sure they're not shooting.
Crank that machine!
Balthasar Gelt! I am master of Shamon.
Awaiting orders!
To pull them back. Well, the archers are working now.
Spearmen!
These are coming around, so we need these to stay. I think my militia would have been better
Send us out!
working outside.
Moving now! At speed! No lingering!
Haste gold magic. No lingering! Take position!
I need to save
Take
Gelt.
the ground! They'll never move
Didn't
again.
make it. Oh, he did.
Missiles ready! The Empire endures! Outriders! In range!
Surviving, so that's good, but all my dudes are dying. They're front and center.
Mortar!
And they're
Fire!
shooting shit.
Loaded, sir! Take the ground!
My dudes are collapsing though. It's not looking great.
Outriders! Formation march! Missiles at the ready! By Ulrich's mark! Big march! Sigmar guides us! Withdraw! Swordsmen! Ah! Formation march! Militia! By Golmaras!
Maybe we can pull these out and do something here.
Hit your targets! Missile infantry! Ready!
I need Gelt to halt.
Emperor's might! Free company! We serve the Emperor! Fire! Crew to cannons!
Come on, Gelt. Oh, fuck, he's going off the field. That will be the loss for us.
Formation Formation match! All
Try and do
ranks
a little charge.
fire!
See if we can win something over here.
Crossbowmen! Fire! Sigma preservers! Outriders! Withdraw! In range! Free company! Powder dry!
I think the kill pockets were actually my undoing this one.
Sigma preservers! Take the ground!
The
Taking that position!
these guys would have been better off on the flanks, so they could have shot them in the back and in the sides. And we would have gotten a lot more kills. We could have focused fire some of the bigger dudes. Luckily, I think we've killed enough
Sigma preservers!
to salvage this afterwards if they attack us again.
Missiles will
Because we
fly!
still have a lot of melee dudes, and I think my army is about to break straight up.
Sigma! Free company!
So that's though. Ah, now we're breaking. I think. Or not.
Charge! Yes, sir! Fire!
Oh, enemy lord is dead. Good, 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 good. So we actually got one of them. That's brilliant.
For the Warhammer! Shoot them! Our weapons are yours! Ready for war! War! Militia! Spearmen! Outriders! Glory to the Empire! Powder dry! Mortar! We are Sigma's heirs! Show us the foe!
So at this point I kinda... What the hell is this?
We are Sigma's heirs! At speed! Formation, march! Yes, sir, quickly!
Okay, they're broken, so we should not charge into that.
Quick march! To battle! To battle! Go!
I don't know.
Quick march! Engage!
Maybe we can salvage Walter Cruz.
Free company! For Heldenhammer! Bring it down! Finding range, sir! Missiles will fly! Yes, General! Yes, sir! Quickly! To battle! No lingering! Withdraw! Attack!
I still think we lose, but I highly doubt they will charge into us after this. If only Gelt hadn't run.
Go!
They still got League. I think that's the melee one. I think we killed the
Ready for war!
range one.
Quickly! Go! Outriders! Now! Spearmen! Ready! Take the ground! Formation march! For the Warhammer! For the Emperor! Spearmen! Withdraw! Sir! For the Emperor!
This is definitely a war of attrition as well.
Spearmen! Outriders! We serve the Emperor in the name of the twin-tailed comet!
I think mines are the one breaking though.
Quick march! Taking that position! Sigma preservers!
Is that it? Oh shit.
In range!
What the fuck do I have out here?
Free company! Ready for war! What do you bid? Taking position! Charge!
Most of them have broken 3 times now.
Spearman! Take the ground! Free company! Yes, my lord! Go! Understood! Powder dry!
Should focus fire, botch leak, and then skirmish mode on. Actually got these ones as well.
By Sigmar's will!
Skirmish mode. Try to break the little dudes.
Show us the foe! At speed! Crossbows ready, General! Yes, my lord! Yes, sir! Fire! Fire! Armed and ready! Yes, sir! By Ulrich's rock! Sigmar command!
Yes, they're breaking.
By Galmaras! For Heldenhammer!
I think we have enough ammo to gun this dude down.
By Galmaras! We are ready!
Sweet.
For the comet! Ready! For the twin-tailed comet! Shoot! Sigmar guides us!
Nope,
Yes,
no.
my lord! At speed!
These guys... They have a lot of ammo. Are we actually getting this? Holy shit. I freaking think we are.
Charge! Ready for
Look at
war!
one big regiment. Chase these off.
Spot us the target! We serve the Emperor! Quick march! Yes, General!
Oh, that's a pretty silly turn right there.
Missiles at the ready!
Get this guy.
3 company! For the twin-tailed comet! Ready to fire! Yes, my lord!
Gunning them. Ah, they ran out.
Ready!
What about these guys?
Conditions
Even these. Holy shit. We actually got it. We actually got it. Holy shit, we stole that one. I don't feel like we should have won that. Holy shit. That was lucky. Made some major mistakes with the positioning, for sure. It went so much better when these guys were out in the open, able to shoot. I feel like they should have been that from the beginning. Sadly, I think we took such a heavy beating we can't defeat the castle. Maybe we can. I think we killed a lot. This guy is dead in one shot. Let's see how bad it is. Pyrrhic indeed, but I'll take it. Yeah, we don't have much left. He's a one shot. The important dude survived. These guys got some range, but we barely have any melee. They actually have similar crap surviving. Wow, we only lost a Saltman regiment. That's pretty amazing. He's barely dead. So we definitely defeat all this. Problem is the garrison. Oh. Interesting. No, he force marched away. Oh, that's so clever by the AI. I just thought to myself, if he stands outside, we can attack him and they sally out to defend him. But of course he falls out of the range, I think. And they got a new dude, super strong. 3 archers and gobblers is pretty damn weak though.
Stop that!
Let's see, 2 turns we can upgrade again, so I don't think we want to do this. And I hate when it looks wrong, so I don't think I want to do this yet.
You summon me.
Thing is, we look weak. Oh.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
So melee prowess is weak as hell. But we have so much range. So maybe, like... this we can gun down. This we can gun down. These 3 regiments are the biggest problem, I think. We have to focus fire them. And somebody of all these has to be sacrificed to tank all this while we bombard it with Balthasar from behind, I think. Or from a distance. If we can kill most of this, we can go straight into the settlement. These are very tired. I hope we are super lucky and get like these guys or these reinforcing near us so we can focus down one army straight off the bat. We could actually be lucky and grab RagnaroK because we can go straight into it because of the mortar afterwards. But we really have low numbers and Gelt is so low. It'll be a tough one for sure. And I think we'll do the first intermission right here before this determining battle. So see you soon.